Yeah, the Minshew thing is like, it's amazing. Like, I love the Colts. I love Minshew.
I love them too.
I just wish they had a defense.
His like 75% completion rating and over 150 yards. There's like only one person that's done that. It was like Steve Young coming off the bench or something like that in like 89.
Wow.
Minshew Mania. Minshew Magic.
I love it. Was his
Dad was definitely there.
Oh, yeah. Dad there?
His dad was definitely there.
His dad's probably putting the hit out on Richardson every week.
Minshew will look good in...
He's got the bounty on him.
Minshew will look good on the Jets, I think.
I would love that. I think
You guys
that
are
would
getting
look
Kirk
good
Cousins.
too.
It's happening.
Yeah.
It's happening.
That's such a Jets move.
They're going to
playing
trade
back.
Kirk Cousins to the Jets. It's going to be hilarious.
So he's going to Patriots.
Maybe not. We'll see.
The fire sales are coming for some of these teams.
Yeah, which I feel like is kind of a new thing for football.
Definitely.
Broncos,
a new thing,
right?
Without
New
doubt,
thing,
yeah.
Never happened.
I'm all about it, though. I think it's awesome.
Broncos is happening too.
It's got it.
Oh,
Yeah.
they should fire everybody.
If they don't even really have anybody to
So
trade, but
bad.
they're gonna find some people.
My goodness.
Kevin James should coach the team. Just as a joke.
That would be awesome.
He's so great.
First down, dog.
Look at that piece of paper.
Jesus.
You got to show that to the camera.
Why didn't you stop it?
So
Why wouldn't you just copy and paste? Like,
I was running low on ink at the house, and John decided to text it in black.
Oh my God.
Yep. Can't believe it. Couldn't believe it. It was
Bro, that's like-
It was on the floor like this. I was like, oh, shit. I'm like, oh, man. There goes the ink. It already
You thought
said
it was like 4 pieces of paper. It was so heavy.
it said
that piece of paper just cost you $58.
Literally.
It did.
That's
Always
like
had ink.
that piece of paper too. It's like old school newspaper. You're gonna get black on your hand every time you touch that piece of paper for like the next 2 weeks. That ink is never drying on that.
Going in the garbage.
That's really
No, it's not.
funny.
We're framing that.
When
You
I
weren't,
sent
like,
it too, when I
checking
sent it, it said your printer is low on ink. I was like, yeah, all right, black and white.
It always says that. First of all,
Yeah, God forbid you're at a cyan, you can't print a text because you're missing cyan or magenta.
Who sends a black text?
Oh yeah, that's so annoying
Bro,
when the
you just-
magenta is low and it won't print anything else.
pour a little water in it. It'll fucking work. You know, shake it up a little.
Shake it up.
Put it back
Like
in
it's
there.
a shampoo bottle? Is that what you guys do when you wash your hair?
Shake your shampoo bottle. Don't you just put it upside down?
No, I'm saying when it's low. Like it's a boy thing to put water in it and like shake it up and then
Ah, yes, especially hand soap. 100%.
My wife was away this weekend. She took all of her fucking products with her. And my shower was so nice. It was just one thing in there. And me.
It was a bar of soap. He's
Bar
like,
of
yeah,
soap.
covers everything.
I find that so funny because I'm one person in my whole home and I have so many things.
I don't fucking understand
so many
it.
shampoos.
I don't understand it.
Listen,
So many things that are all say they're the same thing. It's weird.
it is weird.
That's funny.
It's nonsense.
I actively sought out an all-in-one.
No.
Yes.
But that means you're
No.
conditioning all the time, though.
No, not conditioner. I don't use conditioner
Oh,
ever.
all right.
I also don't
You
wash
need
my
to-
hair that often.
You need to use conditioner because it binds with the shampoo strips away.
Bro, have you seen my hair? It's fucking...
You condition your hair all the time?
The ends of it. But I also only wash my hair 2 times a week.
Same.
Do you also put like a straightener in it when you're combing it? You spray a straightener in it?
I put a serum and like hair oil in it.
Serum. A serum is the sold word right there. A serum.
This is a different kind of podcast now. What other beauty tips you have for us this week?
Please use a face moisturizer. Like, don't use hand moisturizer on your face.
So you have soap for your body, soap for your face,
Yes.
soap for your feet.
No, I don't have a feet one.
You don't wash your feet?
No, I don't have a
Are
specific.
you one of those people that
feet
just lets
one.
gravity do the work?
That's a big topic around
fungal.
here often.
There's definitely
There's a
people who don't
lot of
wash their
people
feet.
that work here, have worked here, still work here, that don't wash below their knees, and I don't understand
That's
that.
crazy.
below
That's
their
disgusting.
knees. But wow.
They
They've
just let the
admitted it.
water and the soap run down there. They don't like lift their legs up to wash their feet and legs.
They've admitted it.
Admitted it.
Because when I do it, I almost slip and fall every single time. Because I get the bottom of my foot and I got to
Yeah.
What? No.
You need you need the mat so that doesn't happen.
I can't wait for the what no clip that just came out of that one. What? No, I wasn't doing that. I was cleaning it, I swear.
I was shaking the shampoo. I was getting the shampoo out. Bathroom.
All right, welcome back.
Welcome back. What week?
6.
6?
I feel like it's
What do you
going
mean?
slow.
This is the week.
Slow.
This is the week.
I can't take it to go any more slower.
This is the week where it comes together.
You think so?
I think so.
I think it started to.
Some
last
things,
week.
some things are starting to happen.
Yeah.
You know?
I got so angry this weekend by my horrible bets.
It's because you have 4 kids.
You sounded very angry via text
I was
message.
sincerely angry. Almost Xing out parlays
Yeah.
out of my life. And then I just made one today.
On what? Did you bet? I bet on hockey.
No,
today.
it was football. I like to hit the early lines real quick and tease them up a little bit. Get like plus 800 odds with a couple games, few games. It's my role. And then I'll be mad again on next Sunday.
You know how many things I do that with in my life that where it's like I'm not doing this anymore?
Yeah, I
the
think I
Jets.
No, like DoorDash. I delete the DoorDash app from my phone at least once a day. I'm not
Wait,
ordering
do you
DoorDash
really?
anymore. The Kava place every Monday morning. I'm like, I'm not going there today. And it's like Monday at 2:30. Everybody's gone. It starts getting hot in here. I'm like, you know what? I need to change the scenery. You know?
You have to find a new spot though, a little bit.
What do you mean?
Whoa.
Yeah, that's messed up.
It's going to hurt my pocketbook.
Kind of live there. When is the Lindenhurst one opening? That's a lot more convenient for me.
About a month.
Really, just 1 month?
Yes.
I'm not going to be like
The
a
construction
kratom
says
head.
otherwise.
You might be.
I might be.
You might be.
Just stop in for one and it ends up being 2.
Oh
And I
my
feel
God.
good.
Have you not had?
I had it on the podcast last year.
You did?
Yeah.
How did it go?
So good.
Take kratom.
The kratom's the good part.
I think I got weird. I think I got a little
You
weird.
definitely got a little weird.
Right?
You feel drunk, but you're not drunk.
But you're something.
You're something.
It's going to be weird. And it's going to be really convenient for me to stop there.
It's odd that like it's everything you want in a bar without booze, and it's like, oh, I can still drive home, and I'm not gonna get screamed at when I walk in the door. Okay, I
I'm
like
never
this.
going to order a tea, though.
Yeah, you are.
You think so?
You
Yes.
haven't had
Yeah.
the Arnold's.
You don't think I've
Calmer?
said that 1,000 times?
I heard you get a 12-pack and keep it behind the bar.
It's specialty.
I don't know who you heard that from. That's not true at all.
That's what I'm going to be ordering. So I don't know.
I always do that though. I'll always go in like, what kind of IPAs you got?
There are people that come in. They're like, "Can I have one of your drinks from the back?" I'm like, Yo, I don't know what you're talking about.
Anyways, football.
I can't put up with those fucking people sober, man.
No, I don't think you can.
They're a unique bunch. Minus Jake.
No, he's part of the crazy people.
I'm getting crazier. I feel myself getting crazier.
That's not good because you lose your mind.
Yeah, they
But
come
there's
in.
multiple things, not just that.
Everybody's
No.
normal at first. You're like, oh, this is a pretty cool spot. Hang out. And then all of a sudden it ratchets up and the mob gets to you and you become a crazy person.
It ratchets up
Yep.
in Island Cava.
Oh, yeah.
What?
On
I've
a
been
Friday
in there.
night, it gets
when?
turned
Yeah.
up.
Yeah, it does.
Oh, I've never been in there
Really?
at night.
I'm a big community person. Like, I'm a community builder. I see myself as, you know?
But then I feel like you hate people every once in a
A
while.
lot.
Right.
A lot.
Right. Build them up and then hit them down.
Yeah. Exactly.
Quick question. Do you have to stop somebody from drinking too much kratom? Like, is that a thing?
Oh, it's definitely a thing.
It's the thing.
Yeah, you'll get sick. You'll get nauseous.
Shit your pants.
That's right.
No,
That's
it
what-
actually
that's
won't.
what
You
it
won't
is.
shit your pants.
Yeah, it's the opposite of
Yeah, you get constipated. Very constipated.
Really?
I like
Yep.
being constipated.
that. You do?
If I can go 3 days without taking a shit, I feel good about myself.
You
Yeah.
don't look forward to like 15 minutes of
I mean,
alone
it's
time?
got to be the perfect shit. If we're really going to get down and talk about
I hate this. I hate this. This I don't like.
You're right. Turn it around.
Yes,
Let's
I
go.
know.
Let's reel it in, people.
All right, so the week
Cut this
5
out.
results, that had none of that had anything to do with football.
Not cutting anything
Nothing.
out.
There's 2 people who came in first place with 4-1s.
Congratulations.
Big turnaround for Katie after going 0-5. Now 4-1. How do you feel?
I feel
Take a lap. Stop reading my fucking paper.
great. I'm not reading your paper. I feel great. I now know how Trip feels though with the loss when it's only half a point. Really sucks. But 4-1 is cool.
All right. I like the humbleness.
I'd take a 4-1.
Yeah, you need a 4-1.
I need a 4-1 bad.
You need a 4-1. I felt good
You're
too.
overdue.
5-0 would have been better. Also, my FanDuel account would have done better with 5-0.
You didn't cash out.
No,
All right. Did you hedge it?
didn't hedge it.
All right.
Just let it ride.
Good
Packers.
Packers played
What do you
like
mean
crap.
took a hit? You cleaned up Sunday night.
I know I was telling you about that, but I wanted the rest of it. You know, I wanted that. I wanted like the full sweep of the weekend.
They're sitting there and he's
He
just
said
like,
he was live
I
betting
got
the
Kittle
game.
score a touchdown. Kittle scores a touchdown. He goes, I wonder what the odds would be for him to score 2. Fuck it, I'm gonna do it. So he puts it in. And then he goes, let's get now. He was all cratomed up. Let's get a little crazy.
It was more than crazy.
Three touchdowns. Then he puts a Brock Purdy bet in and another bet in, and they
them all.
all
Big
hit.
night.
Oh, man.
Big night.
That's a big night on
Yeah.
a 42-10 game.
I'm
Yeah,
sending
it's a
my
big
wife
night.
away again
And
this weekend.
I'm standing behind the bar. I had the Cowboys, and then I live bet the Cowboys at halftime. So this asshole's doing cartwheels through the fucking bar, and I'm standing back there cursing up a storm. And that's why I need my special drinks back there.
I need my
funny.
special juice.
Yeah, 5-0 would have been good, but the Packers are. Ugh.
It was a bit of a forced bet. I
Yeah, it was.
ain't going to hurt you on
Good
that one.
point. Thank
Ain't
you.
going to hurt you on that one.
Thank you. See, you can be my manager. You don't be just.
Wait a second. Forced bet 5 fine for Monday, but you didn't have to pick the Packers.
Oh,
I mean, nobody's going to pick the Raiders,
Yeah,
but
no.
yeah, you're right. You're right.
I was all over the Raiders.
All right, rounding out the week, we had Trip at 3-2. Anything special about your bets?
Nope.
And Kurt
Nope.
below the Mendoza line, 2-3.
Yeah. I mean, the Rams not scoring in the second half really didn't help. A little bit of disappointment on that one.
So good week for us overall. We go 13-7. Does it feel like it's getting any easier to anybody?
I think it has to. I'm like
No,
determined
it's
to
actually-
make it easier.
I don't like it.
It's not getting easier.
No,
You don't feel good.
because the first couple weeks there's so many numbers that because there's so much fluctuation where you can just bet blindly on percentages like winless team in week 4 covers at 70% because they're undervalued because they haven't won a game all year and there's so much overreaction, so you can blindly bet those percentages all the time, and now it gets into the middle of things. There's less games to bet on every week because of the buys.
Oh yeah, the buys.
You've
Yeah,
always
the
been
buys
like
suck.
that, though. You've always liked the first couple weeks.
Yeah, first couple
I
weeks.
can't
Yeah,
stand the first couple weeks because you don't know who anybody is.
I don't care who anybody is.
I know.
I'm betting just numbers.
It's true. It's a good way to go.
Like I hate the Cowboys, and I took the Cowboys. I was like, they look like they're in it was a good spot to take them. Not so much. They're not that good.
The thing about the first few weeks that I've realized is you got to look at who they've beat early on.
Absolutely.
That's like the main thing. You
Except for the Cowboys Niners, because I said on this show last week the Niners haven't beaten anybody. They got to prove it to me.
But they've
Yeah.
beaten everyone. You said that, and me and
Yeah.
Kurt said, but they've beaten everybody well.
I mean, it was
Very
the
well.
beginning of the second quarter. They got an interception to go, on their own 10. I go outside to smoke a cigarette. I come back in and it's 17-7. I don't know what the hell happened.
Yeah.
I don't know why all those points happened. And before you knew it, the over was shot as well. Well, the under was shot as well. But it was quick. They move quick.
The
And I wish you
Niners?
had told me about Kittle. Yeah.
Yeah,
They're
that was
freaking
just
really good.
That was just kratom, bro. The kratom was just talking to me.
Maybe
I'm
you
sorry.
need it more. Maybe
The
you need
tea.
to do it here.
What do you mean? I was 4-1. I was just
You
completely
were.
sober.
How many 4-1s have you had? 3? I think you've had 3.
I don't know. It doesn't matter. It's for the people. It's not for me.
pretty
you know?
good.
You're close to 5-0 though.
I'm going to stop following your
close.
picks. Katie, you want to switch seats?
Funny.
Any games stick out to anybody?
Impressive. Are we doing that?
I mean,
right, let's do it.
do we want to? Oh, okay. Go ahead.
So this falls into 2. Most impressed and biggest surprise. First of all, Minshew still coming in and killing it without Richardson in there. Like, he's solid.
2 in a row.
Impressed with him. I love Indy with or without Richardson because he's a great freaking backup. He went 11 for 14, 155 yards when he came in. Surprise, though. Not happy because I have him on my fantasy team. But Jonathan Taylor returns. Zach Morse carries them the whole way with 195 yards and 2 touchdowns.
You kind of got to think that was going to happen, though.
Yeah. He was like, wait, I
Why?
can get paid for this?
It was too quick. It was too quick for a running back to go right in there and do something and get 20 carries. It's rarely going to happen. What Kupp did, it shouldn't happen either.
I was.
He shouldn't have had
You
100
read
yards
my
in the first
mind
half.
because I was just going to
But
say that.
I was starting him anyway. There's nothing you're going to do about it. You're either going to.
I
take
had
the
to start
chance or
him.
not.
Every
Yeah.
other running back was on freaking bye.
Moss will
But
never have a game like that again.
No, it's Sean's
never
point.
know.
Like he saw how much money he could get. He's like, I get that money.
Right.
You know?
Right.
Now I'm gonna start playing. Colts got money. Got to get that Jim Irsay money.
were you going to say something about that?
Yeah, the Minshew thing is like it's amazing. Like I love the Colts. I love Minshew.
I love them too.
I just wish they had a defense.
He became, I think it was his like 75% completion rating and over 150 yards. There's like only one person that's done that. It was like Steve Young coming off
Really?
the bench or something like that in like 89.
Wow.
So Minshew mania, Minshew magic.
I love it. Was his
Dad was
there?
I love
definitely
that.
there.
Yeah.
Dad there?
His dad was definitely there.
His dad's probably putting the hit out on Richardson every week.
Minshew will look good in
He's got the bounty on him.
Minshew will look good on the Jets, I think.
I would love that. I think
You guys
that
are
would
getting
look
Kirk
good
Cousins.
too.
It's happening.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's happening.
That's such a Jets move.
It's ridiculous that a hamstring is just going to sit Jefferson because he's amazing and he's going to be a million.
For a few
multi-millionaire.
weeks, they said.
No, they put him on the IR.
Yeah.
They're saying take your time.
It's minimum 4,
We
right?
lost this season. They're
They're
going to
playing
trade
back.
Kirk Cousins to the Jets. It's going to be hilarious.
So he's going to Patriots.
Maybe not. We'll see.
The fire sales are coming for some of these teams.
Yeah, which I feel like is kind of a new thing for football.
Definitely.
Broncos,
a new thing,
right?
Without a doubt,
Different.
yeah.
Never happened.
I'm all about it, though. I think it's awesome.
Broncos is happening too.
It's got to.
Oh,
Yeah.
they should fire everyone.
They don't even really have anybody to
So
trade, but
bad.
they're gonna find some people.
My goodness.
Kevin James should coach the team just as a joke.
That would be awesome.
He's so great. He's just got like the week after the bye, he comes out.
You should just do Thursday Night Football this week. You should just come out. I'd say one of my biggest
They said that's
surprises
funny.
is the Patriots 10 quarters straight, no touchdowns. They don't even believe in their backup so much that they keep on starting Jones and then sitting him because he's so bad.
Yeah.
I don't know if his game plan is to get the number 1 pick. I don't think he would play like that, Belichick.
No, he would trade back.
That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
He would
He'd be
make
like, I
he
can
would
get
make
so
a
many
stupid
picks for
move.
this pick. Like, idiot.
The bigger question though is like, is he going to be the coach next year?
Yeah. There's no
Ooh.
way he's.
You're not firing him.
Yeah. You cannot fire him. And he's not leaving on a losing note. He'll wait till they get above 500 playoff and then he'll walk away. But Mac Jones, so I know I beat him up the last 2 weeks with just awful Mac Jones stats.
Well deserved.
0-12 as an underdog against the spread.
He's awful.
That's so
He's
bad.
terrible.
He's really, really bad. He's just as bad as the Baltimore Ravens wide receivers. Go on.
I think they just dropped another pass.
So many drop passes.
You couldn't see like Kraft and Belichick getting together and just being like, "This ain't working out. Time to go."
No chance.
I don't see that.
I
You
could
see
see
that
it.
at the end of this year?
So here's the other thing too: is he's very close to breaking Shula's record,
Yes.
and he's not going to get it being with the Patriots.
No, he's not.
He's
But
not going to get it. being with
They
the
might
Patriots.
say
The question
that-
is, does he care? And then the other thing is, eventually that's going to be Andy Reid's record anyway. So does it even matter anything to him? You know?
I could see Belichick saying, "I want to go," and then saying, "Okay, fine." But Kraft does not get involved in football, which is why he's one of the best owners and everyone loves him. And then because he just says, "I'm not a football guy." He goes, "I own it." So it's Bill's team. He's the
Right.
GM. He does all the high. And Kraft is like, he just cuts the check. And he's like, "I stay out of it." He's the exact opposite of Jerry Jones.
Right.
So you need to know where the good massage parlors are. Hit
Right. That's it. Like he's not grinding
Make sure
film.
they have no
He's getting a
cameras.
hand job, and I respect it.
You didn't have to add in the I respect it.
But I do. Some guys take on me like, I'm going to be the greatest football mind ever because I own this team, so I want to be all about football. And this guy's like, no, I want to get off. That's it.
There's nothing wrong with that. I mean, maybe.
There's probably a little bit something wrong with it.
That was my biggest disappointment is the Patriots. Like the Belichick thing is like, I don't think he's going to be there much longer.
It's bad. It's bad. But I don't think he'll walk away. He'll have
It's
to be
bad, but
forced
they're
out.
like not doing. I say this every week, but they're not doing anything to be better either.
Right. You're
Like-
right. They don't have anybody.
Yeah.
Who are you going to start? Zappy? What's his name? Like, he
Go
doesn't
get
even
it.
want to start him.
Go get a stud. Go get it.
Yeah, like
I mean,
they're not
and
making
it was-
any move.
No free agent wants to go play there.
No.
Cause you hear all these guys that went ring chasing with Brady and stuff like that, and all these guys, Ocho Cinco, Moss, guys like that, and a lot of them were like, at first I couldn't take it, I didn't want to be here. I was like, what the hell did I do? Right. And then they're like, oh no, I get it now, and this is why they're so successful. They're not successful. They don't have Tom Brady, so you're not getting a veteran to go there. No matter how much you pay the guy, I'm not dealing with that. Where they tell you to not take endorsement deals so you can, focus more on football. Where you have to stay after practice. Otherwise, you're counted as leaving early or whatever it is. There's no way a guy in his late 20s is gonna fall for that if you're an average team at best.
It's true.
So they gotta change the culture, which is maybe why Kraft would agree to anything he says, but I think he might want to go somewhere where they're a coach away.
Yeah. You see the picture of him at Chick-fil-A afterwards?
Who?
Yeah.
Belichick?
Yeah.
No.
That was real? I was like, there's no way this is real.
I don't know. It's real to me.
It was real. It's still real to me, damn it.
Another thing I was super impressed with was the Detroit Lions. I know Carolina Panthers aren't like beating top-notch,
But they
team
took
out
care
there.
of them.
But the game was closer, not even close.
Not a bit. They killed him.
They look good.
Sam Laporta, real deal, tight end, man.
Love him. I got made fun of for picking that guy. I just picked him just because he was like the new rookie coming up.
Yeah.
I feel like a brilliant mind,
Yeah.
but I really had no idea who he was. Not a clue.
You're the Belichick of your fantasy
Yeah,
league.
Belichick in my fantasy league, but
Tied for touchdowns with Kyle Pitts.
kid's great.
Kyle Pitts is in his third year.
Yeah,
Yeah.
3-3, right, or something like that.
And then you got like Montgomery. Couldn't be happier to not be a Bear.
Yeah.
Guys
He
killing.
ran all over them.
Cool.
Montgomery's running really, really well.
This year, didn't last year. Didn't do that well last year.
It's
Was he on your fantasy team
He
last
was
year?
on my fucking fantasy team. Yes, he was.
Dolphins were super impressive.
Dolphins were still impressive.
They were very impressive.
They were.
Because they did not play a good game, and they still
No,
destroyed them.
they tried to give it away in the first
Yeah,
half.
they tried to get
their best.
3 turnovers to a team that hasn't gotten a turnover all
Yep.
game. Stupid fumbles, a bad interception. They weren't executing defensively. They were kind of all over. They were getting lucky at certain points, but
Yeah.
the Giants just have no offensive line. It's
Ugh.
disgusting.
It's bad.
And I mean, the Dolphins have an awful pass rush. The Dolphins' best pass rusher all season is a guy by the name of Van Ginkel. Okay? If your best pass rusher is a white guy named Van Ginkel, you have an issue at rushing the passer.
Does he have red hair?
It might as well be.
Yeah.
It sounds like he does.
Yeah.
He sounds like an elf a little bit.
But the cool stuff, did you see all the stuff with the speed and how it's like this huge competition now between all the guys?
A-Chain,
Yeah.
A-Chain
running
and
back?
yeah.
He didn't run anywhere this weekend.
Yeah. No, he's out for a couple weeks now. I said
Yeah.
about 4 weeks.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Really? I thought whatever the other one is.
No, A-Chain, he got hurt.
Everybody's out.
His knee. Yeah.
Really?
Just name a player.
Aaron Rodgers.
Out. Ben out. Ben out. Oh, I forgot to wear my shirt. Shit.
What shirt?
My
Let's
shirt.
wear them together next week.
But I want to do it after a win.
Oh, there's not
You're
many of
gonna win.
those. You should have worn it this week.
Maybe after the bye.
That shirt's not going to fit by the time
Maybe after
you
the
get one.
bye.
Stop.
I was
hate on
pleasantly
that.
surprised that the Steelers were on TV this week.
Nobody else was.
Listen,
Nobody else wanted it.
Let's hear a quick story, okay? I watched the entire game. My wife has her family over, and they're
You're the
talking
guy.
in the kitchen, and it's a lot of noise and a lot going on. And we get the safety. We hold them on a down that I think that they're just going to run down the field, get a couple points, and put the game away. As soon as that guy fumbled on the kickoff, I cursed like 5 times. Said, "I'm leaving. I'm going to the store." I get around the block, and of course I'm on my phone right away. I see that he fumbles. I come back home after Lamar Jackson fumbles, watch the end of the game. It was amazing. It
That's
was
a real
absolutely amazing.
That's a real Lindenhurst dad move you did
Dude,
in that situation.
I rarely get
I'm
to see
going
them.
to the store.
Well, I had to go to the store.
We know what you were going to the store for.
I had to get shit for dinner. I'm telling you, I had to get shit for dinner. It was like 3:30. I had to get stuff for dinner.
And a pack of Camels in a 24-ounce can.
Sure, but still, I had to go, and I kept on holding it off because Baltimore just kept on making mistakes the entire game, keeping it close. But after that fumble, I was like, we just held him on the only drive that we had to hold him, and this guy just coughs up the ball, and then Baltimore does nothing with it.
Dude, Baltimore handed you that
It was
game.
a great win in the ugliest fashion because now we are still undefeated in the division. Baltimore has 2 losses in the division. Watson's a pussy. And the only problem is that Bengals look like they're coming up now. Yeah. That's the only problem.
The craziest thing about that story is the fact that you went back home.
Had
that been me,
Had you?
I'm staying in my car and I'm
superstitious?
watching the rest of the game
same.
on the phone.
I don't
I'm
get
so
to see him much.
superstitious.
I don't get to see him much.
What are you talking about? They're on TV all the time.
They have one more game.
all the time.
Kurt just got
Go
HBO.
to a freaking bar and watch
true.
TV.
That's right, yeah.
Watch the games.
That's right. I forgot you have no streaming services whatsoever. But they are the worst team. The last to
Did
watch.
you see Matt Canada's expression when
Yeah.
Kenny Pickett
He was
supposedly switched to play?
Yeah, he was
Pretty
not happy.
amazing, huh?
Yeah, and the Fire Canada chant breaks out in the middle of the fucking second
Dude,
quarter.
they were booing him the entire game, which I am proud of them doing.
It is the most boring team to watch ever.
Their offense is awful.
I didn't
You're
pick
absolutely right.
them for Pickett. I thought the other guy was going in.
What do you
This
mean?
is the second
I didn't
time
think
that
Pickett
happened
was
to
going
you.
to play. He wasn't supposed to
no,
play.
I know.
Right? Yeah,
I know.
That was
So
like a
you
late in
thought,
the week thing.
What's his face? The Bear, Trubisky. Yeah, I did too. But you know what? It shows that he wants to play. And just like we talked about last week with Watson, the guy got hurt the week before. The kid wants to play. He's not sitting on the sideline letting somebody else try and take his job over.
Yeah,
just
he also
sucks.
doesn't have over $100 million in the bank.
Sucks.
I think he does.
I don't
I think
think
it
he
sucks.
sucks.
I think
I
he
think the play calling is really, really bad. And if it wasn't for Warren putting heart in that team, they wouldn't have done anything that game.
Yeah, he's going to get the lion's share of touches. I hope, right?
I think so.
Yeah,
I think so.
They haven't used him all
Najee
season.
stopping at the line every
he's
time.
terrible.
He's stopping at the line. He thinks he's Le'Veon Bell, and it's not working. It's not working.
Can you imagine Le'Veon Bell in San Francisco or Miami's offense? How scared, because everything is so much all about the zone blocking schemes. Le'Veon Bell in either one of those offenses, I'm telling you, he's over 2,000 yards every
The
season.
worst thing he
It's
did was
so
take a year off. He should have never taken the year off. He was the highest paid running back. We talked about this.
The worst thing he did was celebrity boxing.
He did celebrity boxing.
His rap
Oh
career was
my
pretty bad too.
His rap career is terrible. That was actually when he. That was
That's
when
what-
he
yeah.
just became a Jet.
Yeah.
It's perfect timing. Signed a deal, drop an album. You know.
Oh my god.
Would we lose copyright if we throw in a little rap that he
No, that's definitely not past
No.
copyright. You got a certain amount of listens. Throw it in.
It's got 19 streams.
definitely
And they're
throw
all
in?
done by podcasts that were like, could you believe he did this?
Sorry, not sorry. If you play games, you get played like a toy. You're in a bitch, please don't talk to your star. In this life shit a movie, I'm the one that be starring. I'm in New York like I play in the garden. They know I'm ballin' just like I am Harden. These bitches know my pocket's the largest. They see the foreigns, a nigga be parking. I got these diamonds, they shining on me. That's why these bitches be flying to me.
First down, dogs.
What is it?
It's not
When you think of
intrusive
something
thought.
that you shouldn't be
Like-
thinking of?
When you think of something dark,
Depraved thoughts?
let's say you're standing on a skyscraper and you're like, I could just push this person off right next to me.
Oh, I don't think that way.
Did you never have a thought like that? Or I could just jump right now if I wanted to.
No, I don't think so. I mean, maybe drove into a tree or something.
Yeah, like
that.
you're driving doing 100. Like if I just jerk the wheel like this,
Yeah.
there's a phrase for those kind
It's
of thoughts.
intrusive.
Intrusive thoughts?
Yeah.
I thought it'd be better than that.
I've never had those thoughts.
Liar.
You will.
You have no kids, that's you.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Why are you two laughing? You're the
know.
one having
I don't know,
fucking
it just
thoughts and
feels-
jumping off buildings and running into fucking trees at
No,
100
I
miles an hour.
never would think. I'm scared of heights. I would never think about jumping off a building. Just every once in a while, a little jerk.
I'm just out here fucking watching Instagram pole dancing videos and getting caught. You know?
Yeah, so am I. And
By your bathroom Bluetooth. So what about the rocket situation? We didn't even talk about that.
I don't want to talk about it. It was so exhausting.
What you were working hard that day.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, you were. I feel bad.
The odds are going to go up.
Yeah.
That's the most important.
Still going to
thing.
bet it. I'm still going to throw that out there.
I'm going to bet.
oh,
it.
absolutely. The fact that the Jets were 0-5 in the red zone doesn't help.
The fact that he has more yards than Hushmanzada,
Uzomah.
whatever his name is. What's his name? Uzomah, 30-year-old. He's terrible. He's not good. He might get dropped.
He was a cool story last week because he's now the guest on New York. He's the every week guest, which they had Daniel Jones last year on JJ's podcast. And I listened to it on Friday morning, and he brought up the whole Hackett thing. he brought up to like, you guys, does this mean anything to you guys?
Right.
And he was like, nah, we rather win it for like Wilson for us. We feel like we're heading in the right direction. Said all the political things. Cut to his pregame speech where he's like, that guy fucked with us. Now we're going to fuck with him. Did you see that video?
No, forgetting
He was going on. He disrespected us. We're going to fucking disrespect him in this place.
Nice. That's perfect.
I love that.
Yeah, it was
That
cool.
is good.
With his green hair. Hate that.
He's got green hair.
Yeah.
He's got like 4 catches for 30 yards.
Just go back to the Bengals.
That's on the Jets.
He's not good.
All right, week 6 picks. Kurt, you're up first.
I feel like I'm doing this every week.
Get your giant black
Get
piece
my
of paper
giant
out.
black piece of paper with my red lettering.
That was another Lindenhurst dad move. You just pulled it right there with that arm stretch.
This one. Let's see what we got. Soon I'm going to need glasses. Oh wait, I forgot. I'm serious this week. This is all serious bets. I'm not messing around. I'm not playing around.
God, I'm serious.
Right away, we're going right for you, Green Jets.
I'm done.
We're taking Philadelphia -6.5. They should kill them, bring them back down to earth. Probably make Zach Wilson petrified to get back on the field. Philadelphia is going to run all over this team. I'm pretty sure they have a bye right after this.
They do.
I think they do.
Yes.
Philadelphia Eagles -6.5. That's all I have to say about that.
Jets are also 0-13 against the Eagles all time.
Perfect.
Okay, so
They're due.
They're due.
I'm jumping in on this
Why
because
would
I'm
you jump in on
going
that?
against you.
Of course you are, because you're fair weather.
No, I'm not. I just think it's a smart move. Jets are +6.5.
Way to ruin your 4-1 week.
We'll see. We'll see. But no, the Eagles to me have not beaten anyone convincingly enough this season. They almost lost to the Patriots when the Patriots came back on them. If they had a little bit more time, they would have
That was
lost.
week 1.
Still, doesn't matter. They haven't beat anyone convincingly. And they haven't played any teams with a real defense. And the Jets defense is on fucking fire. Fire right now.
I could fight you all day on that, but yeah.
You think you want to fight me on that? You
I just
that
think once
the Jets
again we're
D aren't
blowing up the
good?
Jets D. They still gave up 21 against Denver.
The Jets defense is decent. They're good. The Eagles
You just
have
went from
not,
great to decent.
They're good.
Okay.
They're good. If Wilson keeps taking chances, gets G. Wilson in the freaking game a little bit more because he didn't do much last week. Hall, Conklin, you can't even freaking bring down. That was the most amazing thing I've ever seen. They could not take him down.
I'd rather see Rocket.
And Brees Hall, most yards per carry by a running back in the first 12 games since 1970, above AP and Bo Jackson.
Best game he's had was last week. Absolutely.
Smartest
I
play
like
calling
it.
game.
I
they've
don't
had.
think
Yes.
they lose by a touchdown. Even if they lose, I don't think they lose by a touchdown.
Okay.
Hurts is hot though. Hurts is on fire.
They're pretty unstoppable.
He's like 22-0 in his last however many games that is adds up.
I'd like
22
to see
games.
the Jets defense. I'd
Besides the
like
Super
to
Bowl.
see the Jets defense stop his little sneak play.
Oh, you're right about one thing. They have not killed any team really this year.
I just need
they
them
will
not
make
to
their mark
lose
this
by
week.
a touchdown.
Hope DJ Reed plays. Need him. All right, so Trip, you're up.
You have nothing to say about that? You usually have lots of things to
He
say.
didn't hear anything. He was trying to make his first pick.
I know, literally.
No, I have one pick. That's the only pick I have. Underdogs who haven't covered all season are 58% against the spread in week 6 and beyond. Winless teams in October or later, 54% against the spread. Double-digit dogs are 58% against the spread. So with those numbers, I'm going with the Panthers plus 13.5. They fit all those categories. It's over the 52.4%. You need to make money. Based on the stats alone, I'm taking the Panthers plus 13.5 over the Dolphins.
Wow. It's a hedge.
Yeah. I mean, it's kind of like one of those things that, like, if Miami kills him, he'll be like, all right.
Of course,
no
it's his team.
Yeah.
All right.
But they don't put people away. Like they were in a
They put the Giants away.
but they didn't. They could have and they didn't. I mean, they put the Broncos away, but that game was over in the first quarter.
Right.
And I don't know. They're riding very high. Achan's done. He's hurt, so I think it'll be
that's
close.
big.
That's
I
big.
honestly didn't know that he wasn't
Yeah,
playing.
13.5 points is a lot of fucking points.
It
I
is.
think they turn the ball over a lot. They fumble a lot. Dolphins.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
You know?
They're going too fast.
All right. My picks this week are only going to be like I'm riding hot teams that are really coming into their own right now. My first pick
That's what I'm trying to do.
is the Chicago Bears plus 2.5.
Oh boy.
Bears are coming off a nice win. The rest of my
What
picks.
is that funny?
The rest of my picks.
The Bears are awful.
The rest of my picks are the other way of what I said. This is the only one. I got to get this one out of the way. The Bears are coming off a nice win this past week. Horrible news for the Vikings. Justin Jefferson going down. He's on the IR. He's out 4 weeks. He's done for the season. He ain't coming back. The Vikings are over. The Bears' blowouts that they got beaten came against a couple of good defenses, the Chiefs and the Packers. The Bears are competitive unless they're playing a top-notch opponent so far this year, and the Vikings are not a top-notch opponent. Bears, 2.5 plus.
I'm jumping in. I am taking the over because I don't think any of these two defenses show up to play the game every week. I think they're pretty bad. Minnesota and Kirk Cousins is still going to be able to throw the ball and still be able to score points.
What's the over? What's the point?
44.5. I like 42. That would have been nicer. That's my number to go by usually. Listen, Fields is scoring. He's throwing the ball down the field. He'll get in the end zone himself, which he didn't last week. I'm just going with a completely bad defensive and just offensive game going in there and scoring some points. 44.5 over.
Love it. Also, I had the wrong line on this. It's actually the Bears plus 3.
You're adding a half point.
Weird.
Convenient.
Hold on, we could check that right now if you like.
It's actually
The
going-
picture's
it's going-
right there on your
It opened
thing.
up at plus 3.
Yes,
go-
that's his picture.
How many picks does everybody have?
I have 2.
I have 1.
I have 1 too.
I believe I'm up then. We're gonna go with
Eeny, meeny, miny.
no, yeah, I don't.
Literally.
This is honestly, this is the week I so far. This is my I don't like anything that much other than the Panthers. I'm not a fan of any of these picks. I'm gonna go with New England plus 3.5.
All right, so no one's taking the rest of your picks. God, great fucking lead is this? Jesus Christ. Maybe the fucking those intrusive thoughts, you should act on one of them after
By
that.
the way, this week looks like shit to me. I'm not doing
not a
anything
fan.
until Sunday morning.
Yeah, I haven't put anything in yet, which is a first for me. I always have my like at least 2 to 3 picks in by now, and then I'll put 1 or 2 in Thursday. And then Sunday morning, I'll do.
The holidays screw you up? You get screwed up by the
This guy goes hard on Columbus Day. I always said that about him.
The guy discovered the free world.
No, it's indigenous people.
Belichick, McDaniels, Belichick's backs is against the wall. I don't think the Raiders should be 3.5 point favorites over anybody. Garoppolo's really bad. He missed so many open guys. The coaching was awful. I mean,
coaching is bad.
It's an awful game. Nobody should be forced to watch this. I'm just taking Belichick and hoping he's not a fucking carcass of what he used to be. I'm gonna give me Belichick getting 3.5 against a guy that used to coach for him.
Belichick at 1-4. Getting
like
3.5.
and utterly embarrassed 2 weeks in a row.
Yep.
Scary thing about the Raiders is Max Crosby. He's playing on another fucking planet
So
right now.
fucking good.
And his arms aren't
He is
huge. He's like a tall, skinnier
They're so
guy.
long.
He is
so
long. He's
fucking long.
He's long. But I'm saying he's not jacked like half
Yeah.
of these guys.
No, he doesn't
that
have a lot of
come in.
girth.
Like
Fast.
Nick
He's long
Bosa.
length.
Nick Bosa's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's very, very, like, not skinny, but he's very thin looking.
He's going to.
He's a monster.
He's scary
Mac
looking
Jones
a little.
Yeah. Mac Jones ain't playing that whole game.
Yeah,
Nah,
I
no
don't-
way. You're right.
Zappy!
He might not even.
Exactly.
Bailey Zappi.
He might not even start.
That would be
I wouldn't be
amazing.
shocked.
shouldn't.
Shouldn't.
He should not. He's not good.
All right, Kitty Cat, you're up.
All right. I'm going with my favorite pick of the week. And me and Vegas, obviously, we're not on the same page. I said this to JK just before we started recording. I don't understand it. I really don't care that I don't understand it. But San Fran at Cleveland, I'm taking 2 bets on this.
Oh, the old double banger.
A little Eiffel Tower action.
I'm taking San Fran -5. I can't believe it's only -5. And I'm taking the over of 37.5 points. And bear with me because in love with the Niners right now. I love what they're doing. I love what Purdy's doing. A little fun fact that includes one of your favorite people. Purdy's 70.4% completion percentage through his first 10 starts mark him second highest in NFL history. Does anyone know who the first person is and the third person is?
Tua.
No, and no. Pennington is the first.
Oh, God.
Oh, he's
Third is Mac Jones.
He had a what? He had a 74%.
Yeah, he checked.
completion
He
percentage?
threw 11 checkdowns
Through
in
his
the first
first.
game.
He was running Matt Canada's offense.
Yeah. I mean, the Niners are amazing. Their defense is great. They've held opposing offenses without a 100-yard individual rusher in 32 consecutive games dating back to week 9 of 2021. Dallas only had a total whole team 57 yards rushing
So let me
on
get this
Sunday
straight.
night.
The Browns, which is statistically one of the best defenses in the league this season,
Only pass rushing.
and the 49ers, who you just
And
said
the
has a great
Niners is
defense,
before,
you're taking the
above
over.
them.
37
Above
is
them.
37 is low.
37 is low to me.
37 is low.
Because last week, also, Dallas is supposed to have a great pass rush.
I don't think Cleveland could score though. So
Look how-
San Francisco's gonna have to put all these points up.
But no, well, they did. They had 42 last
You're
week
right.
by themselves.
They did.
And also, in the game, some of the games that the Browns did compete, well, not even competing, because they didn't play anybody. They're just coming off a bye. They got crushed by the Ravens the week before. Their one solid win came against Cincy week 1 when they were just not even a team at that point. Like, what really have they done?
Nothing. I hate them. They're Brownies.
Were you off today?
Why? No,
That was
I'm
a
just
tremendous amount of analysis.
No, I'm just
Veterans Day
saying,
over
like,
Columbus Day.
You taking 2 Columbus days?
I don't
Fucking
understand anything
Italians.
about this line or the points. I'm taking both.
That
San
was
Fran.
amazing. Did
That
you
was-
black out right there? Jesus.
Shut up.
I'm going to take
That
the
was
under.
great.
You're taking the under of 37 and a half?
Yeah.
Wow, that's ballsy. I
Right.
think you're jumping
See-
in on it.
Yeah.
It's because this is a weird line.
37 and a half. The Niners just put up 42 themselves the other night.
They put up a lot of points.
Something's not right. It smells fishy. I want the under.
It's a rat line.
That's what
a
Vegas
rat line.
wants you to do.
37.
No, they want everyone to jump all over the over. It's too high. That number should not exist. I think Cleveland covers as well, but I'm not going to Eiffel Tower this game. I just want the under. Under 37.
I'm taking this game too.
Oh my God.
Like I said before, I'm only riding the hot hands the rest of this week, other than the Bears, even though they did win last week.
They did.
I got the Niners -5. Watson probably not playing again. The scary thing is that Philip Walker might play for the Cleveland
Who
Browns.
the hell is that? Is that from
It's
Carolina
literally-
Panthers?
Yes.
Is that who that is?
Yep.
Wow. Black
Yep.
guy, right?
Yeah.
Oh my God, he still exists.
You actually have to say that every time you say Philip Walker. You have to say at the end,
Like this.
the black guy.
It's just weird. I remember him with Christian McCaffrey. It was weird.
If you go on Facebook and type in Philip Walker, you're going to get to page 7 before you see the first black guy.
It's just like
Paul Walker comes up before
yeah.
Walker comes up.
a bunch of BYU guys.
I can't believe Watson might not play again.
I know.
That bruised shoulder must be purple.
Yeah, I
What
know.
a loser.
Damn.
You know that there's trouble there about the fact that the Browns came out and said they gave him the option to play.
Oh.
You're just rolling that guy under the bus
Yeah.
right there.
If
You know,
if
like
you're saying that and he's not playing,
the Ravens did the same thing last year to Lamar Jackson in the playoffs.
You're right.
You know?
Yep.
But agreed, fishy line. They're giving the Browns defense too much credit here. The fucking Niners are on fire. Even the Niners -5.
Thank
Niners are on
you.
fire. They are.
Runaway train.
What do we got? Everybody's got 2?
That doesn't seem too easy.
It does.
5 points.
But
It
week
does.
The
6
Niners
is
are
when
the best team in the
everything's-
NFL.
Vegas
Week
isn't
6 is
always
when it all
right.
just settles in, you know?
Yeah. And
I'm
the-
going
The
with
Browns
the
are coming
easy
off a
picks.
bye. The Browns have been studying the Niners for 2 straight weeks now.
It doesn't matter. They have a quarterback that hasn't touched the ball all
if
season.
Paul Walker plays,
Yeah.
it's bad shape.
He only
half,
goes fast.
half of that line is travel,
And-
and that shouldn't count.
But they got a better chance of him playing than the guy who was in there last week, or the week before, for Watson. What was that guy's name? Jonathan Taylor Thomas or something?
JTT?
Wasn't that his name?
They need some home improvement.
Steven Johnson.
Home improvement. Holy banger right there. Look at this one.
Wow.
That was amazing.
Wow, we're all sick now from Sean.
Wow. Everybody's got 2?
Yep.
Yeah.
Back to you.
3.
Back to you.
All right. You got 3?
I got 3.
All right. I'm doing an Eiffel Tower double banger myself.
Woo woo.
I got I'm rolling with the hot hand. I think they're back. Cincinnati, they're going to be putting up points on the board. They're at home against a West Coast Seattle team, and the point spread's under 3. I mean, it's just bookmark right here. I'm just going with the -2.5 plus the over because both of these guys can put up points.
I like that pick.
I hope Geno Smith plays. It's not 100% that he's going to play. Do I have stats on this game? Let's see.
This
Lamar
line-
Jackson.
Yeah, Seattle kicked the shit out of the Giants.
Lamar Jackson.
No, Bengals are 31st in their rush defense, which Seattle is amazing with Walker running all over the place. Bengals are 30th in pass defense. I'm sorry. Bengals are 31st in rush defense. Seattle is 30th in pass defense, with the Bengals are amazing at passing to Chase and Chase only. So they both fit their needs of just going up and down the field and scoring points. Over 45.5.
Burrow and Chase are besties. Burrow
They always
did
been. They just
not.
had a couple rough weeks.
Oh, Chase toasted him last week
He did.
when he said,
they've been
"I'm
together
always
forever."
open. I'm always fucking
Sure.
open."
And what did they do?
And he
3
had
touchdowns
to.
and
Burrow
1
had
billion
to. He roasted him.
100%.
Yo, do me a favor. When you go home, I want you to wring the ink out of that back into the fucking cartridge.
This is your fault. This is all your fault.
Now I'm only sending it that way.
This is all your fault.
Like I said before, I'm only riding hot teams. I'm taking the Bengals
Of course you
-2.5.
are.
He's not 100%.
Come along for the ride.
I don't like it.
Torch the Cardinals.
like it.
I agree
I
what you
like
said.
it.
I think they're giving Seattle too much credit off of a Giants blowout.
Yes.
They're coming off a bye, though.
I know. This line was correct at -2.5. This is not a -3.
Right.
You know?
This is not a -3.
The
This
other
has to
one
be-
was right. It was +3.
Right. We'll
know?
change that later.
Change it later. Change it on the
Bears +3.
I like the Cincy pick. I'm the only one that has 2.
I got 5, I think.
I got 4. I got 5.
Oh no,
You
I
got
have
5?
3. I have
got
3.
I got 3. Back to you.
You have 3.
No, I have 4. I went
Oh.
Eiffel Tower on that shit.
Trip, what are you about to Eiffel Tower?
What?
How many do you have?
No, I got 3. I don't like any of these games.
I
The
have
Cincy
3.
game scares the shit out of me. I don't know how you guys attach touching the game. That
You can walk off.
I
if you
like
want.
that.
You can walk out.
I'm gonna go with. I'm gonna take Indianapolis
Close his
+4.
computer and walked out.
Indianapolis +4. Jonathan Taylor's got another week. You got Moss looking great. I think Indy's just that scrappy fucking whatever it takes team. Whether it's Gardner Minshew, whether it's Richardson, they don't care. I like them. Jacksonville, I'm not sold on them. I think the only reason, like everyone's high on Jacksonville this week because they beat the Bills. I think that's more about London than anything else. Like they stayed there, they were used to all the time change, they were used to all the bullshit, no sightseeing, they were all done with that stuff. They were preparing for an opponent, whereas the Bills were preparing for a trip to London. So I think people are riding high on the Jaguars. They haven't had great output all year. We're waiting for them to take that step. NTM wasn't really even happy with his own performance last week because he played him in fantasy, so he got pissed at that. I'm going to take the Colts +4.
I'm taking the Colts +4. Also,
Nice.
I think, like you said, the Jaguars finally coming home from London. They got to watch out for that reverse jet lag
The reverse
coming
jet
the
lag.
other way.
Wow. Yeah, that'll happen.
They're basically English citizens at this point.
Yeah, they probably
You
have an
know?
accent. They probably talk.
But they're getting younger on the way.
Yeah. The Jaguars actually already beat the Colts this season,
They did.
which is crazy that's
did.
happening.
Week 6, they could have both division games. That's crazy.
And the NFL absolutely hates the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Why is that?
After making them go to London for 2 weeks, coming home for this game, they have a fucking game on Thursday night against the Saints. Hates them. Hates them.
Yeah, that's rough.
I love Indy in this game +4.
Well, it's my turn, but jumping in, I'm taking the same thing. Indy +4.
Wow.
Yeah, I love it. I mean, said before about Minshew, about regardless if Richardson plays or not, he's a great backup. Jonathan Taylor, if Jonathan Taylor and Zach Moss can both be firing, I mean, they're great. Plus Jacksonville, just from last week versus the Bills, you talked about how the Bills were not there because of London and how Jacksonville, I totally agree. The Bills lost that game for themselves because the Bills had 11 penalties. Jacksonville had 8. Plus, Trevor fumbled twice in Bills territory. The Bills could have executed.
Yeah.
They should have won that game, and they lost it for themselves. Jacksonville is not... The win versus Buffalo, I just don't think is as good as it is on paper.
I live bet Buffalo at the half. Lost.
I was kidding about that.
Well, I did it. I did it. So thank you very much.
I did live bet that parlay that I sent you.
Oh, you did?
Hit that.
Nice.
Does everyone have 5?
No.
Is that me?
I have 4.
Oh, okay, me too.
4.
So everybody's got 4?
So you go.
All right, so I got to ask you this. Do we have to touch the Monday night game or something? Is that a definite?
I don't know.
You're
I'm not.
You're not
Who's
touching
playing
After
Monday?
last
Anybody
week.
touching Monday or Sunday?
I don't remember who's Monday.
No, Sunday night is
Giants.
disgusting.
Sunday night is
First,
disgusting.
all right, can we do something? Dear
plays
NFL
them?
and Roger Goodell, get the fucking Giants off my TV in prime time. This is the 5th year in a row. They're terrible. I understand they went to the playoffs last year and they had a little bit of success and they outkicked their coverage of where they were supposed to be. They are the most boring, vanilla, shitty football team that exists. Stop putting them on Monday nights. I'm tired of their old-ass, mustached fan base. We don't want it anymore.
Wow.
They don't want the primetime games.
Listen,
Tell them how you really feel.
as a
Shit.
Jets fan, I will say the same thing. Get the fucking Jets off of the primetime games. You need teams that have some consistency in those games that you know you're going to get good games.
Or something
Stop
exciting.
trying to do
Jets
this.
kind of do have good
It has been fun.
primetime games.
You mean consistency of like not being in the playoffs for the past
No.
fucking
Like
however
they
many
No,
years?
lose
they've
the
been
games, but at
fun.
least they're kind of in them.
Like
in prime
this year,
time.
at least they have Sauce Gardner. They
shouldn't
have
be in those
Wilson.
games.
Yeah.
No, they shouldn't.
Give me the Bengals. Give me the Niners. Give me the top teams. Give me
Chargers.
the Eagles every week.
It was
You know,
just-
But
just
it was because of Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah,
so
I
we
agree.
can't.
100%.
The whole
but you
the Giants are way worse.
When
in
does
that
the flex
situation.
start?
you jinxed my fucking quarterback.
I'm glad I didn't jinx your under, by the way, with that Jacksonville and Bills. That was way too early. I congratulated you on that. I didn't do that on
so
purpose.
angry at you.
I really didn't do that on purpose.
This guy was waiting for you at the soccer
wood.
field
Yeah.
I felt bad.
in a
I did.
3-point stance.
I was literally walking my dog, and I'm
can't
like,
get
they're only 3 points away. I'm like, this is bad. So sorry about that publicly to 5 people. So I feel like I have.
Are we still on? You still didn't make a pick yet.
I feel like I have to take a Monday. All right. What I really, really like is the Rams because of Puka, Tuca, Tiki, Sausage, and Cup.
Who's
I
sausage?
love the Rams at -6.5. I think Arizona is right back down to life.
Minus 6.5.
Yeah, I love the Rams at 6.5, but I'm not going to
That's
take it. I'm
big.
actually
Oh,
going to
thank
take
God.
the guys coming from the bye at home. Dallas is going to fight for their lives next week, but I'm going to take the +2.5, and I'm going to take the Chargers on Monday Night Football.
Oh my god.
Home dog, primetime game. I like it.
I'm taking them +2.5. I also like the over, but I'm not touching that because it's 50. It's so high. I'm going Chargers just because we need a Monday night special.
Stop
It would be a true Dallas storybook for there to just go down the toilet after that Niners loss.
Yeah,
Like everybody thought they were so good, now they're just terrible.
Or Dak will have
Is
his
Dak gonna play?
or Dak will have his 500 pass game,
Yes,
and this
yeah.
will be the one whatever. But I'm going to take the Chargers. I'm going to take Herbert. His throwing hand does not hurt, so I'm going Chargers.
Is Eckler playing?
Eckler should be back.
That'd be great.
That would be
Did
very
you, Micah
important.
Parsons on his pod? He has a podcast.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
He was talking about. He's like, it wasn't that bad.
We weren't
That
bad.
game was a lot closer than it looked. Than the score said. He's like, we were in that. He's like, just wait till we see them again. Wait till we see them again. I was like, well, you were not in that game at all.
Well, but you
Delusional.
hear what he also said. He also said, like, just casually, he was like, we weren't prepared for that game. Like rolling the coach under the bus on
Yeah.
his podcast. You know?
Well, the coach is terrible. Everyone knows that you weren't prepared because the
yeah,
coach
but
is awful.
still, you know, you can't say that. You know, like they were more prepared than we were. They didn't have us ready for the game. Like,
4.
wow,
I'll see you go.
That's bad.
it's crazy.
You can't say that. And first of all, I don't like their coach, but you can't say that in week 5.
You can't say that.
You can't.
The Dax memes are the best too. I saw the one today, like when he does that exercise where he's always like,
Yeah, with the hips.
the hips. He's like, imagine doing all that just to throw 3 picks.
I like watching Eli do that move on Monday Night Football.
Oh my God, he's so,
Did you see the big
it's
Peyton
so
Manning
funny.
head?
Yeah.
He pulled out.
Yes.
Yo, the look on Peyton Manning's face, and he pulled that cardboard cutout out. He's like, you could tell he was pissed about that.
What's really funny is usually my wife is sitting on the couch watching that game with me. She's doing like work and stuff for school. She knows Peyton Manning and Eli Manning, but they do talk a lot.
Yeah.
And it's just constant them talking. I love it. I think it's great, but she is like, man, they don't shut up for 1 minute. Like there's not 1 minute that they let anything
They're
go.
not supposed to.
I know.
You can't have dead air, but they don't have the play
Because they don't have the play-by-play.
Yeah.
That's why they don't even have. Do they have the sound of
They
the
have-
game?
yeah,
they do have
Yeah.
the sound of the game, right?
What we
They're
need is
funny.
the Manning cast unfiltered. Like you could see, like when you watch it, you could see Peyton getting angry, and he wants to
Yes.
just like call a guy
Yes.
an asshole,
Yep.
or call a guy like, "Hey, this guy has no fucking clue what he's doing."
Yeah.
And you can see he's constantly going, like he's so good at being Peyton Manning.
Yeah.
That
And I
he
really
checks himself.
wish the guests would also be on one of their sets because the
Yeah.
Skype thing is
yeah.
like it goes high, low. Like
Yeah.
Will Ferrell, I couldn't hear like half the shit he was saying, but it was funny though. But
Desmond Howard just laughed the entire time.
yeah,
He's like,
yeah,
you guys
yeah.
are idiots. He just kept saying like, "You're idiots."
Desmond Howard's on edibles for sure.
Oh,
For sure.
It's funny though. It's a great. I turn it on every time that it's on.
oh,
That's
absolutely.
pretty much
Yeah,
how I watch
they're
it.
entertaining.
All right, Trip, you go.
I got the my last pick, Bucks +3, Lions riding high. I think they're a very good football team, but they're all so banged up. I got the Bucks coming off a bye. Let's see if the Bucks are for real. I'll take the Bucks +3.
I'm taking the Lions in that game, -3.
He keeps
The heavy
jumping
hitters.
in at
He's
me.
going with the heavy hitters.
I'm a
That's what I
believer in what Dan Campbell's got going on in Detroit. It's not a great matchup for the Lions. Tampa Bay is better at stopping the run than the other teams they played. Hopefully St. Brown plays in this game. You could use him.
That was a shocker.
But I'm riding the hot hand. Jared Goff's on a tear. Lions are on a tear. Lions -3.
I'm taking the Lions too. -3. I think that the Bucks' 3 wins came against not good teams, and their 1 loss was versus the Eagles, which says a lot because they beat them at home 25-11, and the Eagles haven't beat anyone by a lot except basically the Bucks. So I feel like that says a lot. The Lions roll into week 6. I think they keep rolling. You like to say that the teams are not as good as they are, but whatever. I think it works out this week. The Lions, they had a great week 5 with 3 interceptions. We'll see what happens. They have at least 4 wins in 5 games for the first time since 2011. And in 2011, they went to the playoffs.
Wow.
Cool.
What's their record? Something like 12-1 or something like that, right?
What do you mean?
The Lions over the
It's
last
week
like-
5.
Oh yeah. No, I'm saying from last year.
Rolling.
From last
rolling
year,
weeks,
it's
rolling.
like 12-1 or something
Yeah,
like
I
that.
think
Ridiculous.
something like that.
No one you were making fun of Dan Campbell all the time.
Yeah. He loves Dan Campbell.
No.
Yeah, weren't you making fun of him like
No, the
crying?
exact
and shit?
opposite.
He loves Dan Campbell.
Oh, all right. I forgot. It was
I'm the
a
one.
couple years ago.
When they were awful and he was the coach,
Yeah,
they kept
yeah, yeah.
covering. I kept betting them, and you're like, "You're gonna bet the Lions again?" I was like, "Yeah." These
Was
guys
he
just
crying every week.
all the time. Yeah,
All right.
guy's a crier. It's fine. Dick Vermeule's a crier. He's got 2 Super Bowls.
We all have 5.
Buccaneers.
Buccaneers.
That's a funny mascot.
I'm telling Baker
What,
that
the
you were
pirate?
against him.
I'll pick him next week.
what the Bucks?
A pirate.
I like
I mean,
Pirates.
I know you did. But like, what were they thinking when they made like pirates mascots?
You're trying to be.
I think it's fun.
You're trying to be mean. You're trying to have like some anger towards. You don't want to be
You're trying to say you're like a
like
sneaky.
that's why like when we're like, hey, New York Jets, we're the Jets. Like, what is that? Am I wrong?
A jet is like
I mean,
a-
Dolphins are kind of
Wait,
weak
first
too
of all-
because they're Dolphins.
First of all, no one
Who
says it the
like
way that you just
The
said it.
Jets.
No, but that's how I think about it because
That's how I think
they're
about
so
it.
bad.
Yeah.
They're like Jets. It's
Like a mean plane.
there's no mean plane.
Plenty of mean planes out there.
Yeah, like a Black Hawk.
Yeah,
All
that's
right,
what we're
the
talking
Jets are
about.
better
So
than
that's
if we're
what was
talking
original.
about-
Yeah,
Jets
no,
are
that's a
on a
helicopter.
Black
First of all, second of all, a jet. I'm thinking like jumbo jet, like a 737
I
that
was
has like
thinking of a stealth
500 people on it. Like big
Yeah.
fat rounded planes, not like a stealth fighter or anything cool. It's like,
Even
no.
still, the
It's a
you get
fighter
on, the
plane.
peanuts start coming out,
Yeah.
you know?
I mean, even a Bronco
Peanut.
is cooler than a jet.
I don't think so.
Definitely.
I don't know, but a jet's better than a Pelican.
Who's a Pelican?
I mean, if I'm going...
New
Orleans.
Orleans.
You're talking basketball.
Basketball.
Who cares about that?
That's the worst one in basketball. Pelican.
I think this was from season 1. We had
Talking about
we had this
mascots?
debate. We had the Pelican debate. Yeah.
Oh, we did.
Raiders,
talk about
Raiders, Bucks, same exact mascot,
I remember
That's true.
that.
technically,
Yeah.
but neither are called Pirates, which is odd.
Smart, you know? All right, my picks
So,
for the week.
Pirates are
The
cool.
Niners, -5. The Bears,
The swashbucklers.
The Colts +4. The Bengals -2.5. And the Lions -3.
You had to put one in there, right?
Rawr.
I'm going to take the over in the Minnesota-Chicago game, 44.5. The Eiffel Tower / double banger. Cincinnati -2.5, over 45.5. Philadelphia Eagles certainly soaring over those Jets at 6.5 minus. I love the Rams, but we won't talk about that one. I'm taking the Chargers for Monday night +2.5 over the Dallas Cowgirls.
Did you just say 6.5 minus?
He did.
He was
me
so
alone.
focused
You
on...
did say that before, though.
Jets.
Something
Jets.
plus.
Panthers +13.5. I got the Indianapolis Colts +4. The under in the Browns game, 37.5.
It's
I
one of
got
my
the-
favorite
holy
parts.
shit, this is
When
terrible.
he
These are
has to
terrible
go
picks.
over his picks. That has no idea.
The Patriots +3.5 and the Bucks +3. Holy Christ! Do not follow me this week.
It's one of my favorite parts.
They sound so good by themselves. Once you put them all together, it's like, wow.
That parlay will make you a millionaire.
Maybe aim for that tree on the way home.
Oh, boy. All right. San Fran at Cleveland, over 37.5 points. San Fran -5. Jets +6.5. Indy +4. And the Lions -3. This is going to be a fun week of picks, though, between the four of us, or at least us three, because we have so many
have a lot
going
together.
against each other, together
true.
and going against each other.
Because you all sit on one side, you all look at everybody's paper.
That's fun.
I mean,
I'm for
I
sure
do
1
my
and 4. I'm
picks
definitely gonna win that Bucks
hours
pick.
before
It's
here.
guaranteed. Thursday night, just so we could prove. What do you got Thursday night?
KC.
With 10.5?
Yep.
Who are they playing? I forget.
Denver.
Denver Broncos.
I would have to keep it close. I don't see KC killing anybody. I'd probably. What's the over?
Kelsey's playing.
47.5?
He's always
I'll take
playing.
Denver.
Denver.
I'm not 100% confident on this game, but it's a division game. I'm
double-digit dog in a division game.
Yeah.
It's
on
at
prime time.
KC?
I'm taking the
Love
10.5.
Denver.
It's at KC.
Denver loses. They trade everybody after the game.
Peyton ain't playing for that, dude.
Gone.
Short week. Andy Reid doesn't have time
You think
to.
he's gone before the season's over?
Who?
Peyton?
Peyton who?
Sean Payton.
No. They trade everybody.
Oh.
I don't know. That line's hard. Can I just do the money line?
Sure.
Kansas City.
Yes, that's
Oh, that's
you get,
terrible.
You get $2.5 back.
Good thing it's not one of my 5 picks.
First down, dogs. Kurt's got to go stop at Staples on the way home because his daughter's got to bring something out of school tomorrow, but can't.
First down, dogs.